Watch me take this special bit and help me flatten out some boards like that. Hey guys, Dr. Decks here. Welcome to our channel. I appreciate you coming. While you're here, and before we get into this video, don't forget to click that subscribe button. We really appreciate it. Today, we're solving an issue that we have. We're getting ready to soffit the underside of a deck. And the existing floor joists that came out of the house were a product called LVL, laminated veneer lumber. And they are taller than the joists we use, which we sandwich joists to the side of the LVL. And the previous contractor had put a slope on the LVLs to make it so that tile would drain. Well, the decks failed because the tile didn't drain enough and it just fell apart. So what we're doing is we've rebuilt the deck. If you see a previous video that we did, you'll see that how we did that. We glued up and sistered up joists. We leveled those up so our deck could be nice and level, but the LVLs are hanging below the height of the new joists that we put in. So what we're doing is now that that's all said and done, we have to go to the bottom side of the deck. We're getting ready to add soffitting, clear vertical grain cedar soffit to the underside of the deck. And to do that, some of the LVLs are too low. So we have to go back and cut the bottoms of the LVLs out to match the thickness of our existing floor joists, which are 2 by 12, which means they're anywhere from 11 1/4 to 11 3/4 inches thick. How are we doing that? Well, the first thing we're going to do is rough cut them with either a skill saw, saber saw, a jigsaw, or a sawzall, or whatever we got to get them within a certain thickness. And then we're going to use this special bit that I bought on Amazon. It's already hammered. I probably hit a couple nails with it already, but it's a flush cutting bit. It has a bearing on the outside edge, so I can run it along the new joist and cut the existing floor joist down to the same elevation as the new joist is. And that's what we're gonna do for our final cut. So I'm going to go ahead and rough cut one joist, and then I'll come back and use this router to kind of smooth it out. So this is kind of a cool tool. It's a way we do it. We're just trying to get through it. It doesn't really matter what it looks like, but we'll show you on camera how nice it looks once you smooth it out with one of these versus just rough cutting. I actually have a couple I've already done. If you look up here, there's a light fixture that's kind of in the way from me finishing a little bit of a section, but you can kind of see I've rough cut and then I've used the router. Actually, I don't think I've used the router on it yet. So I could go up there and do that one to kind of smooth it out and get it flat. And then I just have to finish cutting that last section. And then we just have to do that 25 more times and then we can start our soffitting. All right, guys. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna rough cut the existing floor joist that's hanging down too low, close to the space of the new joist. On this one, I'm gonna take a skill saw or rear handle saw and just cut it close. And then once it's close, I'll take the router and go up and finish cut that. So let's try that and see how that works. Okay, so I went ahead and rough cut it with my skill saw or my rear handle saw. Now I'm going to finish cutting out this one spot over the gutter, and then I'm gonna find out where I need to bring the router in. And it's pretty much this whole run, I'll need to take the router to flush cut this. So this is just the next step. We'll get this cut and then we'll get that router going. Okay, now that that's done, I've got my router up here. I'm just gonna wear some hearing protection because this is kind of loud. So just so you know, if you do this, you might want to consider investing in some hearing protection. And you know, it's always good to wear eye protection. It's a kind of a groggy, musty, muggy day today. So these are gonna fog up really quick. So I'm just gonna wear them for as little as I have to, but definitely wanna wear them for this task. All right, here we go. All right, as you can see, it's kind of a messy task. And if you have any knot holes, you're definitely gonna dig into those. So something to look out for. I don't think it's gonna affect us too much. We had something going on here. So the router bit's gonna mimic whatever's going on with your joist. So if the joist bottom's not flat, I think there's just a staple right here, and that's why there's this little run right here. So I'll go back and clean that up. But that's a really fairly clean line now that we can go ahead and run our soffitting up and be able to attach to here without anything hanging down too far, getting in the way. So if you learned a little something about flush cut bits or how to prepare your framing for soffitting, don't forget to click that subscribe button, hit that bell icon to be notified when we're putting out new content. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Don't forget to like it and share it. Appreciate you. Have a great day.